Hi everyone, I made a video a few days ago about saying that I have high blood pressure, and that video got a lot of views, and so I thought I'd update you on the next steps. But let me take you back a bit. So I was on antidepressants for a while, and then it came a point where I didn't feel much was being done by them, so the doctor recommended of higher in the taking me up to a higher dose, 150 milligrams of nortriptyline. So I did that. So as I was in work, then I work in a kitchen, and I kept getting very quickly a dry mouth, sweating a lot without hardly moving, tight chest, out of breath, and heartbeats going really fast. So that was going on. I just figured nothing of it because I work in a kitchen. Of course, it's hot every day. Of course, I'm getting dry mouth and I'm sweating. So I booked an appointment with a doctor about something else, not related to this, and it took 2 weeks to get in to see the doctor. And the doctor happened to take my blood pressure that day, and that's where I first discovered I had high blood pressure. So I bought a blood pressure machine, took my readings every day, and they were sort of around the 150 over 108 kind of marks. So he wanted to book me in for a blood test and an ECG scan on the heart. So I had the blood tests and I had to wait for them. Then I had the ECG scan, and from that, the doctor called me the same day saying that the pulse is very high. He wants to bring that down. But it was there that he told me that the cause of high blood pressure might be from the antidepressants. And of course, when I think of things like side effects, I normally go to things like headaches, nausea. Never in a million years thought of things like blood pressure. So he didn't want to put me on a regular kind of blood pressure tablet. He wanted to put me on something else called I'm not sure how you say it. But he also suggested, why don't we bring you off that particular antidepressant? So now it's going to take about a month because you can't just come off those. You have to wean yourself off them. I have to do 2 weeks of just taking two tablets. Then after that, 2 weeks of just taking one tablet. And when it's down to 50 milligrams, we'll see if I need a new brand or just come off them completely. But while that's going on, he's put me on this tablet to lower my pulse. So that's going on. The next day, then, I got a telephone call about the blood work. I had some results. Didn't have diabetes. My liver looks okay. It turns out I've got high cholesterol, 6.5, and for a man of my age, I'm 37, so it is quite high. And then the doctor took my weight, my height, and calculated from this machine or something that can calculate these things. Within the next 10 years, your risk of having a heart attack is 65%. So that's quite high. And I know it's not fortune telling, like that will definitely happen. But again, it's not nice having that over your head. So the doctor said to me, you can either come back in 6 months after you do some maybe dieting and see if you can bring it down yourself, or we can get you on a tablet, a statin, and bring it down right away. And because I'm on antidepressants and struggling with depression and motivation, I know I haven't always been the best with being motivated for dieting and exercising. So I said, you know what, why don't we just go on the meds, because I really, really want to bring those numbers down. So that's going on. So yeah, I've never been on so many tablets at the moment. I'm going to do a urine test, like a 24-hour thing in this big bottle. So I can't go out that day. I've got to carry this, otherwise I'll have to carry that thing around with me all day. Been booked in for an ultrasound, another blood test, another ECG. So I'm just saying all this today, just one, to share my story, because I hope people can comment and share their experiences. But also, I think for people to recognize some of the signs and symptoms of high blood pressure. Keep an eye out for things like sweating, dryness of mouth. Maybe watch out for those side effects if you're on those antidepressants. Maybe encourage you buy a blood pressure machine. I was taking them daily. I tend to take them twice a week now. You can see your pulse number on there as well. I think also, I know a lot of us complain about the NHS here in the UK. I mean, I had to wait 2 or 3 weeks just to get in to see a doctor, and then another 2 or 3 weeks to discuss the results. I get that, but I certainly can't complain in regards to the next steps. They're on the ball, booking me in for another blood test, ECG, the ultrasound, getting all these things done. So, and the medication has been there ready overnight. So, so thankful for that. But thank you for letting me share in today. It's been quite a heavy period. My auntie has had lymphoma and a type of cancer. So she's had 6 rounds of chemo. With looks like she's okay, doing a lot better. But as a family, just as we were getting through that, I then heard that my nan now has bowel cancer. So yeah, it's true to say life is quite heavy at the moment. I find these things always come at once, just massive bombshells. It's never kind of spread out, is it? But life is so unexpected. So yeah, thanks for sharing. Just so you know, normally this channel is a creative arts channel where I talk about, well, actually, where I create movies, music, and drawing and art, and I encourage others to live out their creative passions. Yeah, I would really appreciate it if you want to check out my channel, check out the films. Please feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much.